What's up guys, Tony here, welcome back. Today in this video we're going back to service stuff. We're going to talk about servicing your Harley Davidson, and today we're going to talk about critical fasteners. These are fasteners that Harley has said that could work themselves loose over time, and you should keep an eye on them and make sure they're torqued down to the proper spec. You know, there's a lot of things that people say about Harleys, like they burn a lot of oil, they shake themselves loose, parts fall off, all kinds of things, you know, people say that really aren't true. But working themselves loose and shit falling off, it happens. It happens. So that is the reason they have a critical fastener list of stuff that you could check. For some reason, for the 18-year Softail for my motorcycle, the Softail Slim, they do not have a critical fastener list. It's not in the owner's manual. It's not in the service manual. It can't be found online. I don't know why, because in previous years, there was always a critical fastener list of, like I said, fasteners to keep an eye on. But for some reason, Harley did not make one for the newer Softails. So I made one. I compiled one out of the service manual of some of the things they want you to check during your 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000 mile services. So I made a list. It's only about 8 things, and I added a couple of things on there that in the past has come loose on me. So I'm going to go over this list, and I'm going to tell you what the torque values should be and what you should look for. So I'm not going to go over all the sizes of sockets and torque bits and things like that, but you're going to need an assortment of them, of course. You're going to need a torque wrench in foot-pounds and inch-pounds. If you have one that does both, even better. If not, you're going to need 2. I have 2, one in inch, one in foot. So without further ado, let's go down the list. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the rear axle nut. Make sure your rear axle nut is torqued down to spec, 95 to 105 foot-pounds. And while you're down there, move on up to the front axle bolt and make sure that one's tight, 95 to 105 foot-pounds. Now we have both of those tight. We are going to move to the brake master cylinder, the one up on the handlebars, the cap. We want to make sure that cap is anywhere between 9 to 11 inch-pounds. After you check that cap on the front, move on to the rear and check the one on the rear, 9 to 11 inch-pounds. While we're doing that, we just want to make sure that cap is tight and we're not introducing any air into that master cylinder. And also air creates moisture, creates a moisture buildup into the brake fluid. Don't need any of that. Excuse me, allergies are kicking my ass. Master cylinders are tight. We're going to move up to the handlebars. We're going to check the clamp for the clutch on the left and the brake lever on the right. And what we're looking for on there is 36 to 48 inch-pounds. So check your clutch lever and then move over and check your brake lever. After we've done that, we're going to check the switch housings and make sure that those are snug. Those are anywhere between 35 to 45 inch-pounds, both left and right. Past experience, those have come loose on me. So I keep an eye on those. And another one that has come loose on me a couple times that I keep an eye on is the handlebar clamp. While we're up at the handlebars, let's check the handlebar clamp, 12 to 16 foot-pounds. Make sure you tighten that down in a crisscross pattern, and make sure you have roughly the same gap in the front as you do the rear. You don't want to tighten one end down and have the other. That way you got a good secure clamp on your handlebars and you don't have to worry about those going anywhere, especially for you guys that are running apes. Because of the leverage, they can move pretty easy on you. Another thing that it really wasn't on the list, and I kind of added this on the list, it just makes me feel better, is your fork pinch bolts. That is something I do not want coming loose. I do not want the front of my bike sliding down onto the forks. So I always check these along with the other ones. Just like I said, it just makes me feel better. And what we're looking for on there is 16 to 20 foot-pounds. And guys, that is, let me go over the list here and make sure, that is about it on critical fasteners. And like I said, Harley really doesn't have an official list. This was kind of my list that I compiled from past experiences and what they want you to check during your annual services. So I hope this video helped you out. I hope I didn't waste too much of your time, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. And for you guys also, while we're here, Midwest Moto Meetup, guys. I know you're probably sick of me talking about it, but it is right around the corner. I mean, like, I think less than 4 weeks away now. So if you guys don't know anything about it, go over to thegreategret.com and check it out. It's going to be a good time. There's not a lot of spots left. It's filling up pretty quick. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, if you liked the video, please give me that big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right over here. It'll get you all hooked up for future content. And like always, guys, ride safe and be careful out there. Till next time, later.